Like political presidential talk to me. And I know people have talked to you about whether or not you want to run. Would you ever?
Probably not. But I do get tired of seeing the country ripped off.
Why would you not?
I just don't think I really have the inclination to do it.
Welcome back, Warriors. It's me, Linda B. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. Well, look what's going on now. Looks like everybody's up, trying to up and leave before January 20th. We've got Oprah Winfrey, and something horrible happened to one of the founders of BLM. This and more on Chat with Me, Linda B. So Warriors, we got to talk about everything that's going on down now. So you know about the fires that's going on over there in California. We really got to pray for those people. And we also I've been seeing all over social media that Oprah Winfrey is leaving the country by January 20th. First of all, I thought the woman had already left. But before we get into it, don't forget to smash that like button, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, hit all notifications. Now let's get into it. So you know that Oprah Winfrey has always been very friendly with Donald Trump. But ever since he became a Republican, said he's running for president as a Republican, ever since then, everybody want to turn their back on him. But like some of us have noticed, like, wait a minute, you guys were friendly back in the day. Like you really loved him. You had him on your show. The people were clapping for him. You were all up in his face. There are old pictures of you with him. And y'all acting like the man is just a tyrant. He's not a tyrant. But what you're scared of is that you are involved in some shady stuff, and you're afraid that you're going to get in trouble because he's about law and order. And you already know those 34 counts that he was convicted of, supposedly. That was unconditional discharge. First of all, a bookkeeper wrote down in a ledger legal expense 34 times. I just want people to let that sink in, that that's where those 34 counts came from an actual legal expense. And it was based on falsifying business records. How is that falsifying when he labeled it what it was? His bookkeeper, not him, labeled it what it's actually called. That is just so ridiculous. These people are just making up stuff. I'm sorry, I'm just going off on a rant. But here is Donald Trump back in the day on the Oprah Winfrey Show, sharing with you this clip. Now, this is the woman that says she has to leave the country because Donald Trump is so bad. I got to leave by January 20th. Well, you know what? I don't care if you leave or if you stay, Oprah. I really don't.
Sounds like political presidential talk to me. And I know people have talked to you about whether or not you want to run. Would you ever?
Probably not. But I do get tired of seeing the country ripped off.
Why would you not?
I just don't think I really have the inclination to do it. I love what I'm doing. I really like it.
Also, it doesn't pay as well.
No, it doesn't. But, I just probably wouldn't do it, Oprah. I probably wouldn't, but I do get tired of seeing what's happening with this country. And if it got so bad, I would never want to rule it out totally, because I really am tired of seeing what's happening with this country, how we're really making other people live like kings and we're not.
There he goes, Donald Trump, when he was a lot younger, and Oprah looked a lot different, didn't she? Well, that was back in, I don't know, the late 80s, I think, maybe early 90s. And so here, see how nice she's being, and now he's all of a sudden a tyrant. She has to leave the country. Oprah, are you involved in some things that you shouldn't be? Are you involved? I'm not saying you are. I'm asking. Are you involved in trafficking, different sorts of trafficking? Are you involved with the person whose initials are JE, which I am not going to say on this channel? Are you involved with that? Is that why you want to leave the country? I thought you had already left. Really? Or maybe you were, Ellen DeGeneres left and then something happened to her home. It got flooded. It's really crazy how all of these natural disasters are happening. And I feel bad for people. I don't want this to happen to anybody. But some of these people that are doing Donald Trump wrong, I'm not talking about Oprah. I'm not talking about Ellen. I don't think they got anything to do with that. Well, not against Donald Trump anyway. But some of these people like Jack Smith and all these other folks and Fonnie Willis, things are coming down on them. Their house of cards has come tumbling down to a crashing halt because they have done wrong. And now they got to reap what they have sown. But this is Oprah Winfrey acting like this man is all that back in the day, but all of a sudden he's so terrible. Let's look at some posts and see what they say. So did Oprah really say she was going to leave America before the inauguration, all while likely to ask for money to rebuild for the homeless in California? Sounds like a grift to me. I remember when her and The Rock, if you look at this picture, were asking for money for those people in Hawaii. And I'm like, wait a minute, aren't you a billionaire? Don't you have billionaire friends? Isn't he a millionaire? You guys give. Why are you asking us to give? It's so crazy. Oprah, when you leave, take the other celebrities that hate America with you. Oh, wow. Look at George Clooney, Robert De Niro, Michael Douglas, Obama, and Queen Latifah. Oh, my gosh. Look at all these people. Julia Roberts, Octavia Spencer. Oh, yo, Lord. All these Hollywood A-listers. When Oprah says she will be leaving the USA on January 20th, 2025, does that alleged guilt of being friends with, and well, I can't say that. So allegedly she's friends, so I can't read that other post, had to skip it. But allegedly, people are saying on social media that Oprah Winfrey is the friend of grapists and certain types of MAPs, minor attracted people, or whatever you want to call. Allegedly, that's what they're saying, guys. Allegedly. Here it says, Oprah Winfrey announces she will leave America before January 20th. I can't live here for the next 4 years. What would cause her to leave? Is she going to a non-extradition country? Look, there's Donald Trump. She's leaving because of him. The man that is so bad that she was basically fawning over years, well, decades ago. This is what I don't understand about these people. Oprah needs to stop talking about leaving America and do it. Tired of her whining and trying to get more attention. Nobody cares if she leaves. She is a typical narcissist. Oprah said she was going to leave America before the 20th because of Trump. Does that mean I can have her Hawaiian mansion? This is her Hawaiian mansion. Oh, wow, this big too. That's a mansion for you. And here she is, Oprah Winfrey, leaving the country. Good riddance, Oprah. If you can't handle a conservative America, then leaving is the best choice. No one should be above the law, extradition or not. Real patriots stay and fight for their beliefs, not flee. Miss Oprah Winfrey, she said, I got to get up out of here because I've done some stuff, allegedly, and I don't want to get in trouble because that Don, that DJT is going to make me pay the piper. I might have to do some time. Oof. Well, in other news, unfortunately, there have been a lot of fires in California, and Patrisse Cullors, if that name sounds familiar, that's because she's one of the founders of Black Lives Matter. Oh, wow, guys, look at this breaking. Black Lives Matter co-founder Patrisse Cullors has tragically lost 2 of her 3 Los Angeles mansions in the current wildfires. $6 million mansion. And you know, this group started off as an anti-man, queer woman against nuclear family group, and they took all that information down. And these, how did I say this? Communism is against the nuclear family, is anti-Christian, and these women fit the narrative of a lot of people that were honestly also part of the civil rights movement back in the day. I saw in a documentary where they were trained in a communist camp. I was like, what? In any event, it's just the same repeat thing over and over and over again. And here she is, a Black queer woman who's lost 2 of her homes. And you know that that documentary with Candace Owens, where she said Black Lives Matter, the greatest lie ever sold. And they were given all this money, and none of it, according to what I've seen and heard, has gone back into the communities. I'm talking about the global Black Lives Matter. Now, the local Black Lives Matter may be doing something, helping the people. That's great. But the global one seems to just be donating funds to charities that promote the alphabet agenda. Any sympathy for BLM founder Patrisse Cullors, who has lost 2 Los Angeles mansions in the recent fires? Funnily enough, I have absolutely zero sympathy, but plenty of well-deserved thoughts of karma. I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody, but at the same time, swindling people out of all that money, that is just wrong. You know what I'm saying? That is wrong. To swindle people out of money. It's just wrong. Tragedy strikes twice for BLM founder Patrisse Cullors as 2 of her 3 Los Angeles mansions are consumed by wildfires. Now, I will say this, not all of them were consumed. She has another mansion left. You can't live but in one home at a time. So is it really as bad as what other people are facing? Some people lost their whole homes with no other homes. They lost their entire everything. She has another home so far to go to. Anyone just find it ironic that she took delight in James Woods' house burning down, as she labeled it, karma, for being a conservative, only for his house to survive? I wonder what she thinks about raging leftist homes burning down, like Mark Hamill and Patrisse Cullors. And this is from an ultra gay biker dad, whoever this is. Wow. So those fires are bad, and I don't want anyone to lose their home. I just wish that whole movement, BLM, would have been what they said they were. They said they were called Black Lives Matter, but they don't act like Black lives actually matter, which is my whole point with a lot of organizations. Not every single organization with Black in it, but the vast majority of them. If they have the word Black in them, that's just to get us to think it's something good. But when they do something, it actually hurts the Black community. Black Lives Matter. Those neighborhoods were burned down. There were riots. Business owners got their stores vandalized and looted. Was it helping Black people? Was it really? And they went and bought large mansions. That wasn't helping anybody. I just think it's horrible that they say they're going to help and they literally don't help. National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, giving awards because you let your child go into the other gender, be something else, a boy in a dress. I mean, really? How is that helping Black people? All right, we don't need to get body parts chopped off so that we cannot procreate. I'm telling you guys, look deeper into stuff other than the name. Don't look at the name, and the name sounds good, like diversity, equity, and inclusion. It sounds great, but it does not promote conservatism. Only the Black people that think a certain way. If you are clefty lefty, great, we like that Black person. We will be diverse and equitable and inclusive. Unless you are a conservative, then no. I don't think it's for ideology. I think it's just for appearance and orientation. That's just my opinion. You guys can take that. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to smash the like button, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, hit all notifications. You all be blessed. Love God, your families, these United States of America, and march on, warriors.